Hello everyone. Today we're going to solve multi-step absolute value equations. So here are the steps that we're going to take to do this. So number one, we're going to clear addition or subtraction outside of the absolute value. And then we're going to clear multiplication or division outside the absolute value. So the goal of doing that is to get the absolute value by itself on a side and everything else to the other side. Then we're going to split it up into two, just like we did yesterday. And we're going to solve for the variable in both cases. So here's example one. So we have 3 times the absolute value of x plus 2 plus 1 equals 10. So we want to get rid of everything outside of the absolute value on the left side of the equation. So first thing we got to do is subtract the 1 on both sides. We do that, we're left with 3 times the quantity absolute value of x plus 2 equals 9. Then we divide by 3 to get the absolute value of x plus 2 equals 3. So that's what we wanted here. We want the absolute value on one side by itself and just a number on the other side. Next step, just like yesterday, is to split it into your two problems again. So now we have x plus 2 equals positive 3 and x plus 2 equals negative 3. So now to solve for x, we subtract 2 in both cases on both sides. We get x equals 1, and then we get x equals negative 5. Now to check if those work, we take and we plug them back in. So 1 plus 2 is 3. The absolute value of 3 is 3. Times 3 is 9. Plus 1 gives us our 10. Then we got to check with the other one. So we take the negative 5, plug it back in. Negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. But the absolute value of negative 3, because remember, absolute value turns anything positive, is 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 gives us 10. So now our next example, we have negative 2 times the absolute value of x divided by 4 plus 1 minus 5 equals 15. So in this one, we got to get everything away from the absolute value. So first step, add 5 to both sides. So we're left with negative 2 times the absolute value of x divided by 4 plus 1 equals 20. Then we divide by negative 2. When we do that, we get the absolute value of x over 4 plus 1 equals negative 10. Now here's where we got to think to ourselves. What does the absolute value do? The absolute value turns anything positive. So there's no number that we can plug in here to get out negative 10. Because no matter what number we plug in, the absolute value will make whatever is inside positive before it's equal to negative 10. So at this point, we can conclude that there is no solution. So if you ever have the absolute value on one side equal to a negative number, there's going to be no solution. That is it for today. Hopefully you can follow those steps to do the homework. If you have questions, please make sure that you're asking them.